So my tie rod ends went bad. So I'm going to go through the process on how to determine that they are bad, and we're also going to go through how to fix it. And it's actually not as bad as it might seem. Now, to find these steering rod ends that are bad, with the engine off, go ahead and move your steering wheel. It should not move this aggressive. You can feel that there's a dead zone in the steering wheel. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the tie rod ends from the outside of the car. So we're going to start the car and we're going to turn the wheel all the way to the left so we can actually get in there and see what's happening with the tie rod. When you go out to take a look at the tie rod ends, just have somebody shake the steering wheel pretty aggressively so you can take a look and see what's happening inside the suspension and all the joints. When somebody's shaking the wheel, you can really see it shake, and then when you grab onto it, you can really feel that it is loose. Well, let's get started with the repair. Let's take off the tie rod ends and go ahead and start taking out the bolts. Okay, and take your ball peen hammer, go ahead and start taking out the old tie rod. Okay, let's go ahead and take out the top bolt, and we're going to take a bigger bolt and we're going to continue tapping out the tie rod arm. Okay, with a wrench, go ahead and start to loosen up the adjustable part of the tie rod end. Once that's loose, you can go ahead and screw the entire thing out. Now that the tie rod end is out, we're going to go ahead and take a look, and you can see that the ball joint on this one looks really bad. But on the second one, it's an older ball joint, but it's still in really good shape. So we're going to go ahead and use it. To speed up the alignment process, we're going to take the length from the old rod end and we're going to adjust it until the new part is the exact same length. Let's go ahead and coat the entire thread with anti-seize because you do not want these threads to rust in there. So go ahead and screw in the new part, and since we already pre-adjusted the nut, it's really going to help speed up the alignment process. It's important to realize that this groove is here because when the parts go together, the bolt is going to slide through and this groove has to be lined up properly or it's going to give you fits. Okay, so it's time to put the nuts and bolts back together, and then we're going to go ahead and do the alignment. Now, I've created another video on how to do front end alignments, so I've actually taken and done the alignments, taken them over to one of the best alignment shops in our town, and everything checked out fine. So this method really works. So please feel free to check out that video. So if you like what I've got here, please like and subscribe. And if you want to check out any of my other videos, I would love to give you this invitation.